Well, delighted to be speaking to the new president of FICA, Lisa Sthalekar. A very warm welcome and many congratulations from all of us at ESPN Cricinfo. Exciting times?
Yeah, really, really exciting times. Something that certainly wasn't on my horizons, something that I never thought of. I enjoyed being on the board as an independent and being able to chip in when I could. But yeah, really honoured.
I saw your comments in the press release talking about what I guess is the first point of business. There's so much cricket going on, Lisa, and so much more cricket likely to take place in the years to come with more and more T20 leagues sponsored and backed by some of the major boards. How do you see the game evolving in terms of players and managing their workloads, balancing their interests with boards and franchises?
Yeah, it's a great question, and it's something that is being discussed not only at a FICA level, at an ICC level, at a members board level as well. The calendar is so congested, and that's probably also due to the fact that we had COVID and there's a number of series that need to be made up. Hopefully with the new Future Tours program and the calendar that comes out, there seems to be a bit more space. But just like the players, I think we also understand that you kind of want. There's three landscapes in cricket at the moment. Obviously, domestic T20 leagues, international cricket, and bilateral cricket as well. And how does that all fit into the calendar? ICC events are occurring a little bit more as well, which is a great promotion. It's something that the players certainly enjoy playing World Cup. So yeah, there is a lot to fit in.
When we discussed the prospect of an IPL window getting bigger with Ravi Shastri recently, he said it's okay. If it comes at the expense of bilateral cricket, that's fine, because the fans would receive more IPL better than they'd care about, say, more bilateral cricket. Do you believe that's a sentiment that could spread across players and how they view the game, newer players that may perhaps not see it as such a bad thing from an old school thought that they play less international cricket and more franchise cricket? Is that sort of mind shift happening for you?
Well, it's something that you've got to look at. I think you'd be silly to kind of put your head in the sand and go, hey, with all these T20 leagues, how does bilateral cricket fit in? And also the relevance of bilateral cricket. And that's the main thing. So, you know, there are decisions that certainly happen around the ICC board level, but as FICA and as a body that represents a major proportion of players at an international level, we'd like the players to be able to have a say as well, be able to shape what the future looks like. The players have always been an integral part of the game. It's what the fans turn up to see. They are the stars. Not saying they have all of the answers, but certainly I think they can provide an interesting insight, and hopefully through myself, Tom Moffat, who's the CEO, Heath Mills, the chairman, and obviously all of the other player associations, their CEOs, hopefully we can all play a role in ensuring that the future is bright, because at the end of the day, we want our sport to thrive. We want to be the world's number one sport. And how we get there, there's going to be a few little bumps in the road, but I'm sure if all of us put our heads together, we can achieve that goal.
You said rightly that it represents, of course, FICA, a majority of the cricketers that play at multiple levels. It'd be nice to have Indians as part of that at some point.
Look, I'm a big believer that the Players Association, and when the females first became part of the Australian Cricketers Association, it actually had nothing to do with remuneration or salary dollars. It was nothing about that. It was about just ensuring that we have great conditions, be able to train and have the support network that we need. But also, more importantly, as a cricketer, we're only in that profession for such a small period of time, yet we see in India, in Pakistan, in Australia, in England, people, boys and girls now starting to put all their eggs in one basket, and only a small proportion get to actually achieve that goal. So what is it like for those that don't make their millions of dollars through cricket? There is a transition process, and the Players Association, from a welfare point of view, can make huge inroads anywhere in the world for any player. So that's why I think a players' association would be great to see in other countries that don't have it.
And finally, I'm sure it's a great honor for you to be the first female president of FICA. We're at an exciting time, aren't we, Lisa, in the game? Women's cricket seems to be on the rise. More and more money, more and more eyeballs, better stature. How important do you think it is that former female cricketers get into mainstream administrative positions? You've been an independent director at Cricket Australia. Claire Connor occupies an important position now. You're here at FICA. Do you believe it makes some sort of difference in that continued effort to take the women's game or women's cricket to another level?
Yeah, the most important thing is if you want to take the game forward globally, that means you need to appeal to the other part of the population. And I don't think a table of men can make those decisions that's best for the women's game. So it's important to have to have diversity, and diversity doesn't just mean men and women. It could be, from an Australian point of view, different cultural backgrounds, Indigenous on the board as well, to be able to share their knowledge and their experiences so that as a group, as a collective group, you're all informed to make the best decision for the game moving forward for all parties. So I think it's important to have diversity at all the different levels within cricket.
Thank you very much, Lisa, for your time and your thoughts. I hope you don't miss out on Lisa Sthalekar, the broadcaster, now that she is FICA's president.
No, I don't think so. No one's rung me up and said that I can't do it. So, I look forward to working with you shortly, hopefully, on it.
Sooner rather than later. Thank you so much, Lisa, for your time and your thoughts. All the best.